Okay, we're live. Hi, good morning. Yes, anyway, let me find chat. Microphone was not fully connected, but I fixed the microphone issue I had. Hi Momo, hi, I was like, hi, oh, that's me. Hi Coffee. How is your day going? And how are you doing? Yesterday I woke up, I was like, ugh, it's Friday. I'm so happy. And then it was not Friday, it was Thursday. I was like, okay, I'll wait. And now it's Friday. Yes, hi CL from CL, exactly. So I fixed the microphone issue I had last week. I hope things are good. Now I should be able to reach my keyboard fine, and face tracking should work fine. And I really do believe that I found a really good spot where my voice can be heard, because there are parts of the microphone where my voice cannot be heard, and it might be even too loud because I can hear myself. We'll see. I could change the gain if needed. So yeah, I hope your day is going well, and we can try and start. Ta-da! Title is wrong. Let's update the title while we're at it. Introduction to LangGraph. Oh wait, no, I normally take this instead of actual title. Where is it? No units needed. This should work. Oh, should this be here? Yeah, it can. Okay. So I've been gone from this, feels like almost like 2 weeks. So this is me coming back. Could be even more, actually, I don't know. This is me coming back. Even if I have read this, I'm gonna need to reread and just just redo everything only on LangGraph, because last time we did the Lambda index and small agents frameworks. Today is the LangGraph one, and that concludes the list of frameworks that are introduced in this course. And then we'll have Unit 3 and Unit 4, which are, we shall see, because this one is talking about RAG, and then we get to talk about projects. So, yes. We did bonus Unit 1. We can do bonus Unit 2 because it's about evaluation. I like that. And yeah, let's start. So, yes. Welcome to this next part of our journey, where you will learn how to build applications using the LangGraph framework, designed to help you structure and orchestrate complex LLM frameworks. LangGraph is a framework that allows you to build production-ready applications by giving you control over the flow of your agent. Why is the word control bolded? Is it supposed to be type of part of the flow or something? Let's see. Module overview. We will discover what is LangGraph and when to use it. I remember the Lambda index had two parts. One of them where you could have the function normally and call it. The other one where you created a class and like try and make it super complex. So let's see how this one works. Building blocks of LangGraph: Alfred, the mail sorting butler; Alfred, the document analysis agent; and quiz. Someone called me like as a nickname, Robin yesterday, and I was like, wait, why Robin? Am I Robin Hood? And they were like, no, as in Robin, Batman's assistant. I was like, how dare you call me an assistant? And they were like, okay, how about Alfred? I was like, no, I'm not gonna be a side, like character for someone's movie, or they were like, okay, Wonder Woman. I was like, better, at least they have their own stories. So yes, I was offended being called Alfred. I don't know. Alfred is cool, but I don't want to be anyone's servant. With all due respect, I'll be my own servant. And let's call the word assistant, I suppose. Servant may be an old name, but like an old way of talking. But yeah. Oh, hi, first time chatter. Be only one. Hi, only one. What's up? Hello, how are we doing? Hello, Game the Gamma. Good. Pretty good. How am I doing? Health-wise, pretty good. I thought my hand is fully recovered, but then yesterday I tried to catch a mosquito with my hand. Not sure, but I think one of the robins went to be Nightwing and have their own stuff. I have zero idea on this. So yeah, I thought my hand is recovered, and then when I tried to catch a mosquito using my left hand, it hurt so bad. I was like, oh, let's not do ninja moves yet. So yeah, how are you doing? Nightwing, ooh, cute. Blue, nice. But overall, I'm pretty good. Doing great. Okay. What else? Yeah, I made some really lovely coffee this morning and all of that. I'm glad you're doing great. And I'm trying to learn stuff that I have left for a while. So, ooh, I forgot I can... Oh, there's a quiz at the end. Nice. I keep forgetting I can use mosquito violence hurting. That sucks. I want your hand to be better. Oh, my hand is much better. Like, I can use it for anything. I'm so happy about it. But apparently the killing of a mosquito is like next level ninja moves, And again, using one hand, not two, because like you can clap and then kill it. Yeah, I'll try to be less violent. Less violent talking about. Yeah. But I'm sure mosquitoes are problems everywhere. I don't think there's anybody who likes mosquitoes. So, the examples in this section require access to a powerful LLM-VLM model, which is impossible. We ran them using GPT-4 API. Oh, because it has the best capability with LangGraph. Cool. But don't we need credit? I think we need credit. They are pollinators. Huh. Mosquitoes are, yeah, have evasive moves. Oh, hey, that's cool. That's cool that you found me on FreeCodeCamp. As far as I know, mosquitoes are evasive species. Like, they have overgrown the way... I'm not a... I guess biologist, an animal person, but yeah, they're doing great. They don't need me not to kill them, Are they really pollinators, or is that the excuse they use when they're like, I have kids and I pollinate? Yeah. I don't like them. Like, I like every type of animal that exists except mosquitoes, probably because they are the leading cause of animal death to humans. Probably humans win this category now with all the wars that exist, but mosquitoes are doing good job. Like, we are trying to both. It's like a fight. Anyway, a question for Be Only One. What are you learning recently? Because I'm guessing you're learning something. So, by the end of this unit, we'll be equipped to build robust, organized, and production-ready applications. Yay! Oh, this is supposed to be eyes. Anyway, that being said, this section is on Introduction to LangGraph, and more advanced topics can be discovered in the LangGraph Academy course. That's pretty cool. So let's get started. We can look at examples of agents. We can check out the Academy, and we shall. Let's try and do that. So here's this, and then here's that. This is their documentation. Cute. And this is their Academy. For free. Cool. That's awesome. State and memory, UX and human in the loop, building your assistant, long-term memory. LangChain. Do I need LangChain? What's the difference? That's some cool stuff. I'm reading a book, LLM Engineer's Handbook, and it's quite difficult to me. It's normal. Sometimes courses we take are at a higher level than we expect them to be. And there are different ways of mitigating that, whether you search each thing you don't know about, or you go back to a different thing, or you plow through. There has been times where I don't understand something, but I still move on, which I don't know how healthy that is. Not recommending it. So what is LangGraph? LangGraph is a framework developed by LangChain to manage control flow of application that integrate an LLM. Is LangGraph different from LangChain? Should be, right? LangChain provides a standard inference, to interact with models. Like HuggingFace inference and other components used for retrieval. So you can probably do RAG with it. LM calls and tool calls. Even tool calls? The classes from LangChain might be used in LangGraph, but do not have to be used. It's not required. The packages are different and can be used in isolation. That's good. But in the end, all resources you will find online use both packages hand in hand. Hand in hand. Well, that looks like a fork. When should we use LangGraph? Control versus freedom. Okay, what does that mean? What do we mean by that? Is the text too small or fine, like readable? Because I'm reading it, so it should help. Control versus freedom. Can we create a dove? Okay, it's a crow. When designing AI applications, you face a fundamental trade-off between control and freedom. And now I understand why the word control was bold, because it's supposed to mean use LangGraph if you want control and use the other one if you want freedom, right? Freedom gives your LLM more room to be creative and tackle unexpected problems. Control allows you to ensure predictable behavior and maintain guardrails. Guardrails. How do guardrails work? For children, guardrails look like this, don't they? Anyway, it looks like a hashtag. Code agents, like the one you encounter in small agents, are very free. Really? Okay, I guess like if you are using the agent for stuff that like an application for children. You do not want them to be as free as something where it's just a chat, which you want it to be pretty free. They can call multiple tools in a single action step, create their own tools, etc. Oh yeah, small agents code can create their own tools, yeah. However, this behavior can make them less predictable, exactly, especially like repeatable, and less controllable than a regular agent working with JSON. Okay. LangGraph is on the other end of the spectrum. It shines when you need control on the execution of your agent. LangGraph is particularly valuable when you need control over your application. It gives you the tools to build an application that follows a predictable process while still leveraging the power of the LLM. Cool. Put simply, if your application involves a series of steps that needs to be orchestrated in a specific way with decisions being made at each junction point, okay, you can still see the screen, LangGraph provides the structure you need. Nice. As an example, let's say we want to build an LLM assistant that can answer some questions over some documents. Oh, like a normal RAG style. Since LLMs understand text best, before being able to answer the question, you'll need to convert other complex modalities, like charts and tables, into text. However, that choice depends on type of document you have, obviously, especially if it's are we calling the agent for the conversion? Especially if it's a PDF. This is a branching that I choose to represent as follows. Yeah. See, oh my god, I was thinking Excel sheets as well. If it's PDF or text, check for images or tables. If it is an XLS file, then use pandas. Agreed. Code agent with pandas. And if it's images or tables that are uneditable, then you use some sort of OCR. If not, I guess you just take the text as is. Cool. So, after I finish this page, I'm gonna check and see how much we can do today, because, I mean, we should be able to go through a lot, but we shall see. The left part is not an agent? Which left part? Oh, this part. You know, I have problems with knowing what needs an agent and what doesn't, because sometimes I feel like certain things can be done with, like, maybe an API call, or... Okay, that's still agents. You know what? I messed up. Not agents. MCP. As here... because, like, agents means you just talk to stuff that is not in the model training. That's it. As here, no tool call is involved, but the right part will need to write some code to query the Excel sheets to convert it to pandas and then be able to manipulate it. While this branching is deterministic, meaning it decides what happens next, you can also design branching that are conditioned on the output of an LLM, making them undeterministic, so you don't really know what happens until you go through it. Okay, I was thinking condition based on, yeah, I suppose there's one step before it, so it's not like sort of a waterfall style. The key scenarios where LangGraph excels, we're talking about Excel sheets here, and then it's like excels, include 1, multi-step reasoning processes that need explicit control on the flow. All right. 2, applications requiring presence of state between steps. So like something changing. 3, systems that combine deterministic logic with AI capabilities. All right. 4, workflows that need human in the loop interventions. I like that. And then 5, complex agent architecture with multiple components working together. I also like that. Oh, hey. Hi, Umayma. What's up? Good morning. Okay, I'm here to scold you. Because it's an angry good morning. It could be a happy good morning. You can let me know. Alaikum assalam. Hope everything is alright and with everything going on lately. We're good. We're fine. We're fine for now. I was literally just listening to the Jon Stewart podcast, like before starting this, and I feel like I don't know anything, especially like at what led to this. I didn't know as much, and yeah. I'm fine. We're safe, and I think the current topic in most places, like literally everybody's like, have you seen Chernobyl? At work and like all of that, because the topic is like what happens if, you know. But yeah, it's mostly like, hopefully it's mostly just talk, and I hope nothing happens, but also it is interesting. What about you? How are you doing? Because yeah, life is interesting to say the least. And we're here to distract ourselves. Yeah, alhamdulillah. No, we're more than safe, honestly. It's just that it's like, it sucks what's happening in the world and around us, and people being hurt and all of that. And now we go back to talking about this as chipper as possible. In essence, whenever possible, as a human, what makes you think I'm a human? Design a flow of actions based on output of each action. Yeah, that. Okay. And decide what to execute next accordingly. In this case, LangGraph is the correct framework for you. Cool. LangGraph is, in my opinion, who are you? The most production-ready agent framework on the market. Cool. That's pretty cool. It's cool that HuggingFace is like saying, this is really good. You should use it, even though it's not made by them, as far as I know. Whoops. Okay. There we go. So, how does LangGraph work? Don't we just sort of learn that? We have nodes, edges, and states. I am curious how the state works, but like, yeah, it's a state you update, right? At its core, LangGraph uses a directed graph structure to define the flow of your application. Directed? Okay. Nodes represent individual processing steps. What is this reminding me of? I guess nodes and edges and states have existed in computer science since dawn of time, right? Like, this is reminding me of something I studied in an undergraduate, but I don't know what it was. Was it just talking about nodes and edges and states without anything at the end? I'm not sure. like calling an LLM, using a tool, making a decision, a process. Edges define the possible transition between steps. And yeah, so you have a node where you call the tool, and then the edge would be like the return value to the next node that it could use. And the state is user defined and maintained and passed between nodes, like parameters. Directed acrylic graphs, perhaps. I'm gonna Google that. So yeah, pass between nodes during execution when deciding which node to target next. This is the current state that we look at. Eyes. Oh, I like where the eyes are at this side. I'm like, I'm looking at you. Oh my god. I totally forget that I have a GCP Cloud Engineer exam in 10 days. That's not bad. How can I prepare? Why are you asking me? Okay. That's because like I don't trust myself. Google Cloud. They have So they have the learning part. Have you done it? I'm guessing you already have. I'm on Google right now, and I'm gonna drag this here. Oh, and integrate it here. So there's the learn that I just clicked. That's why it looks purple. And then there's the so this is the learn. You've done this, right? And then this is the certification. Cool. Wait, when is April? Is this old? But apparently you need to Oh, I was like I thought these are courses that you should take to get there. How would one prepare for an exam that is coming up in 10 days? I mean, do you have your learning path? Like, this is what I need, what is missing in my knowledge? Because depending on your availability. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I didn't share the screen. Whoops. Alright. Okay. Sharing the screen. So this is the one that's written learn, and then this is the certification. And the learn one, this is it, the link. Wait, no, this is the certification. This is the learning one. Google Cloud certification. Wait a second. These are not, none of them are the learning. Huh. Wait, I thought there would be a learning. Yeah, follow learning path. Whew. Where is it? Oh, I start preparing. Yay, Cloud Engineer Learning Path. 14 activities. Last updated a year ago. 1, 2, 3. There are 14. You know what? These seem fancy because this one is 6 hours and this one is 5 hours. I'm guessing you tally up the number of hours needed. So let's say, let's say it's 100 hours. Let's say, I doubt it. Timing the distraction with Twitch ad breaks. I was not aware, but very good for the win. Let's tally it up in our head and me doing math where I will fail. Oh my god, 7 hours. So let's say these two together, 8 hours plus 5, 13 plus another 7, that's 20. Another 8, that's 28. Another 7, that's 35. Guys, fix my math in case. Another 5, that's 40. That's 48. Let's call it 49 plus, because with this, plus 6, that's 55. And plus, let's say 7, that is 62. Plus 3, 65. Plus 4, plus 6, that's a 10, so 75. So 80 hours. The 100 was not far away. Point is, 80 hours is like, you'll need, you know what? I doubt these hours are, you know, what you would need, but still. Like you could probably do it half the time. But what I'm trying to say is find a schedule and go through these, because I'm guessing this is the actual thing. Or go through the ones where you know you have a gap in your learning. Like, let's say you don't need to take how to learn about the lab. You don't need to, I don't know, fundamental structure. I don't know, I'm just saying. Or maybe you've already taken a few of them. So find a time in your week, even if it's like 4 hours a day. Is that too much? I don't know. But because you have an exam and you probably paid for it, so I suggest you prepare and give it your time in the week. Cool? Are we cool? How cool are we? Are we very cool right now with this? Because, yeah. Like, maybe you could try and find, that should be available actually, previous year's questions and do a few mock exams with yourself. I'm guessing a place like, yeah, it's paid, yeah. A place like what is it? My brain is like HuggingFace. A place like GitHub probably has previous exam questions. You could dedicate a few hours on that. And you could, I don't know if I recommend that highly, but sometimes when you're in a hurry, you try things that are non-conventional. Ask ChatGPT to like quiz you, you know? What is good? Is that, yay! That's great that you are available, that you could do like almost like work schedule around it. So I don't really know your daily routine, but like for me, I could do, not that I do. Anyway, because I need to do some of my homework for the paid course I'm doing, and I haven't touched it in a week, so do as I say, not as I do. But you could do like a few hours in the morning, and then like if I'm at home, no. No, what the hell? Hello, I think I'm back. I hope I'm back. Oh, it's so bad. I should be only audio right now. Please let me know if I'm back. Okay. Oh, hi, we're back. I don't know where it got cut off, because I was like deep in the advice session about having a routine in your day where you can find time to study and feel like a human. Okay. It's still pretty bad on my side, but I think we're back. Yeah. So when I didn't have a job, well, I was mostly on work break and not didn't have a job, but the idea is the same. Okay, the internet is still not great, so I will continue talking. And because if it had cut off when I was studying, that would have been annoying. My schedule was like early morning up until breakfast, doing something like, for me it's that is so meta. What is meta? Which part? Like streaming would be the thing for me, because that's me studying. Early morning, and then from breakfast to like after lunch, even after a nap, I wouldn't do anything. And then afternoon, like after Asr prayer up until Maghrib prayer, that's when I would also continue. So like few hours, 3-4 if possible in the morning, and then 3-4 in the afternoon, depending on your energy. One could be 3, one could be 4. That was my schedule when I didn't have a 9 to 5. But again, like that's last year, not like, because even when you're a student, you technically have, it's not a 9 to 5, but you know, you have a schedule to work around. But when you have no schedule to work around, then you have to create your own schedule and try and keep it, you know, like keep it up. But it's not easy, obviously. All right. I think this is good. We're good, right? The movement is clear. Let me check. Yeah, YouTube is happy with my connection. Excellent connection. And the way I see it, yeah, okay. The way I see it, I didn't lose the stream, right? It's a continuation of the stream. Yes, awesome. So we can go back to the screen. Yeah. And that's that. Of course, you're welcome. Yeah, a schedule that works for you. Because like, last thing, but like if there are things you need to help your family or sister with, you know, I don't know if that's something you do, but there were days where I would try and help a family member with like making salad, or, you know, help around with cooking, because while I'm home I should at least try and help around and not use all the hours for myself, whether I'm watching something or I'm learning something. Yeah, so sometimes honestly when you're at home you feel like your hours are not yours. That's how it feels if you don't take it. Maybe it's not like that for you, but like especially, I don't know, like maybe Middle East families are more busy, or we get more guests and all of that. I just hide from guests. I'm like, do I sit in front of someone for an hour or an hour and a half? Which honestly, if I like the person, I will. I have done that and just chat, or do I take my time for myself? Yeah. So we went up until here. Oh, we will explore these fundamental blocks in the next chapter. How is it different from regular Python? Why do I need LangGraph? What about all the tool calling and stuff, and the LLM calling? Can you do that with regular Python? Don't you need to have a framework to work around it? Like having the message and all of that? You might wonder, I could just write regular Python code with if-else statements to handle all these flows, right? I mean, why not? While technically true, LangGraph offers some advantages over vanilla Python for building complex systems. You could build the same application without LangGraph, but it builds easier tools and abstractions for you. It includes states, visualizations, logging or tracing, built-in human in the loop, and more. Is there a human in there? That would be cool. Bad joke. Okay, so the building blocks of LangGraph. Cute. Oh, hi. So building blocks first, document analysis, quiz conclusion. How much faith do I have? I feel like we could go for another hour and like a half. So, can we do this? We'll try. Building blocks of yay. LangGraph. You know what? I am really distracted by the hand having lines. I thought it's merged into the body, but no, the hand has to be outside, right? The HuggingFace hand. To build applications with LangGraph, you need to understand its core components. Let's explore the fundamental building blocks that make up a LangGraph application. An application in LangGraph starts from an entry point, like a normal flow. Oh, I forgot to Google the thing that Coffee talked about. It was directed. Oh, a cyclic. My brain is like acrylic. Oh yeah. Yeah. Something like that. But I guess, yeah, so we need to have some form of where to start. Ooh, this is fancy. Yeah, so like at least you know where to start and where to go and all of that. Depending on execution, the flow may go to one function or another until it reaches the end. Yeah, the output determines where to go, and there should be an end state, start state, end state, right? Right, indeed. Exactly. So, states. We have a class called a state. State is the central concept in LangGraph. It represents all the information that flows through your application. The state is user defined, hence the field should carefully be crafted to contain all data needed for the decision making process. Okay. Think carefully about what information your application needs to track between steps. I mean, I haven't thought of my application. Maybe Alfred's application we can think about. Who the people are? Is that information we need to keep? I am unsure. Nodes. Nodes are Python functions. Each node takes the state as input, performs some operation, and then returns updates to the state. That is normal. So we take input, we have output, and then we do something here. There can be multiple nodes depending on, oh, I'm happy or sad. Okay. And I'm not sleepy. For example, nodes can contain LLM calls, generate the text, or make decisions. It could be tool calls, interact with external systems, conditional logic, determine next steps, or human intervention. Oh, like that. Like taking input from the user sort of thing. Okay, so this is the human in the loop. Get input from the user. Some nodes necessary for the whole workflow, like start and end, exist from LangGraph directly. Yeah, start and end is needed. No. Hey, hi Sofa, what's up? How are you doing? How's life going? I don't need a yawn counter because I haven't technically yawned. I just take a deep breath. So it's not doesn't count technically as a yawn. How is your learning going? I hope everything is good and safe. Edges. Edges connect nodes and define the possible paths through your graph. Yes. What would that mean? Decide mood. Node 1, node 2. User input. Okay. Often you'll use states to decide the next node. Yeah. So we have user input. Graph state. Here we just take some random number between 2 or 3. Huh? Oh, nodes 2 or 3. You choose one. I'm like, where is it written 2 or 3? 50% of the time it's 2, 50% of the time it's 3. Interesting. Doing pretty well, thank you, Mustafa. Edges can be, so that if was the edge, direct, meaning from A you have to go to B, you have no choice, but it could also be conditional. Let's say after B you can choose C or D. Based on the state. State graph. The state graph is the container that holds the entire agent workflow. I like how they make stuff sound fancy. I mean, it is fancy, but sometimes it's just normal code and you name it and you're like, this part. Build graph. Ooh, you actually have a thing called a state graph, which you should be able to visualize. No. Yes. That's cool. Mermaid? PNG? This is a mermaid. I like this. I don't think I've ever used the word poggers in my life, but yes, exactly. Most importantly invoked. Graph.invoke. Graph state. Hi, this is Lance. Who is Lance? Oh, so randomly, it's like, hi, this is Lance. I'm sad. Oh no, Lance is sad. I like the name Lance. Sounds interesting to say. What's next? It reminds me of like a night. In the next section, we'll put these concepts into practice by building our first graph. I don't expect it, but we can try. This graph lets Alfred take your emails, classify them, and craft a preliminary answer if they are genuine. So not spam. I don't know. I've been sure I wasn't using it, at least semi-ironically, when I tried to use poggers. Oh, really? Yeah. It's like each time you're like, oh, this generation is weird with their lingo, but we were the same, so. But I guess poggers is nothing new. Yeah. Right? I'm guessing that's Gen Z instead of like Gen Alpha, because Gen Alpha they are at a different level. I sometimes interact with them sometimes. I mean family members, by the way. Building our first graph. Whee! Oh, that's not how a star looks. Oh, I recently learned how to make okay, this looks not great. It looked better on paper. Like how Gemini looks. This sort of sparkle style. Does it look like sparkles? It's supposed to look like sparkles. Now that we understand the building blocks, we learned about nodes, edges, and states. Let's put them into practice by building our first functional graph. We'll implement Alfred's email processing system, where he needs to read the incoming emails, classify them, draft a preliminary response for legitimate emails, send information to Mr. Wayne when legitimate. Printing only? Mr. Wayne, you're wasting paper. I'm actually more weirded out by the self-deprecating. Whenever, like any generation is about calling their new slang brain rot. I think that's, could be alpha, could be somewhere between alpha and Gen Z. But again, I feel like it happens every time. Brain rot is a new word, but I feel like even for millennials, we're like, we use different words than our previous generation, so it's like they're, I don't know. I think you know what I mean, but like, I feel like even brain rot, are they calling themselves that? Because you're talking about self-deprecating humor. This example demonstrates how to structure a workflow with LangGraph that involves LLM-based decision-making. While this can't be considered an agent, as no tool is involved, this section focuses more on learning LangGraph framework than agents. And we have the notebook. We can access the code in this notebook. Okay, here's the workflow based on what we read. We have the start section. We start here. And then node 1. Oh, okay, so this edge is the input. And this is node 1. It's classified whether it's spam or ham. Ha ha ha. And then even Alfred creates a draft that is validated by Mr. Wayne. And then it can be sent. But if it's ham, you put it, if it's spam, you put it in the spam folder. And then I'm curious, why didn't we have state that's end and both of them led to it? Why did we draw it like this? Does it matter? I don't think so. Oh, I opened this, and then you open this, and then you close. Well, I'm not going to close it. And then you copy it to your drive, and then you try to run it, and then you realize you don't have credit, so you don't run it. Mail sorting. Cool. Alfred the mail sorting butler. Is that all he's good for? Mr. Wayne, I feel like you're exploiting your employees. In this notebook, we're going to build a complete email processing workflow in LangGraph. This is actually really useful if it can be used, because I feel like Alfred the goat. Exactly. I feel like... What do I feel like? I feel like... Wait, I'm supposed to say something. What was I supposed to say? I lost it. Oh yeah, email sorting, I feel like is useful always, especially if you want to create, I don't know, like a specific type of email reminder or draft or all of that, right? This is part of the course. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna need to... Wait, we don't need anything related to HuggingFace, do we? I think we are going to need the OpenAI key, which I do not have. We could call something else here, but am I gonna do that? Am I going to do that? I'm just curious how the workflow is created, because like we have states, whether... Oh, okay. Like, isn't this... Yeah. Hold up. State. Wouldn't this state be whether it's spam or not? Do we have anything else? Because like Gemini API also works. Exactly. I don't think I have any APIs, honestly. And I'm very sure you're a first-time chatter, because I don't remember seeing your name before. Oh, hey, hi, Rohan. Ujjwal Balaji. Cool name. Yeah. Oh, I need to do a BRB. Sorry. Give me like 3 minutes, please. Oh yeah, first time here. Be right back in like 3 to 5 minutes. Depending. Could be less or more. I think that was it. I think my BRB is finished. So, hello, first time chatter, and yeah, it was just some noise outside, and yeah, different than the usual noise. Yeah, usual noise as usual. And that's pretty loud. Anyway, email being processed, things we need to track, whether it's spam or not, draft response for legitimate emails, conversation history with the LLM. Ooh, conversation history is information. Okay. So the states, this is like cookies, right? Email is spam, spam reason, email category. Okay, I guess we need to take that with us. Email draft. And what is that? Messages, chat. I mean, I'm gonna go back and read what is happening here, but yeah. So, install what's needed, LangGraph, LangChain, OpenAI. Oh, okay, so that it can connect to OpenAI. Let's import necessary modules. lists and stuff. State graph, start, end, chat, OpenAI, human message. I like that. Taking input from a human, right? This is that part. Define our state. Let's define what information Alfred needs to track during the email processing workflow. We just talked about this. Oh, we talked about this. Where did we talk about? Oh, I was reading it here. Okay. So, the email, we need to take the email with us so that we know what to do with it. Then after what it's decided. Oh, I thought the category would tell us if it's spam or not, but this is like what the actual category of the email is, even if it's like, what else, what type of emails are there? Like an update or an inquiry. Is spam, and then why spam, and then response generation, and then the metadata. Nice. Make your state comprehensive enough to track all. For some reason I thought it would be like one thing for the state, but I like that it's just a normal object with a lot of information. We want to track all the important information, but avoiding bloating with unnecessary details. Anyone who has done any sort of data collection will know about bloating your data collection with unnecessary details. Because you're like, but what if I need it, you know? Do we run anything? Because like here we just pause, so is OpenAI API keys free? Because like I could try and create one. I don't mind. But I don't think I should be able to do it on stream. It might take a bit of time, right? I haven't tried, that's the thing. Which is not good practice. You could at least look into it. So this is where we get our model, initialize the LLM, and then before looking at our tools, let's go all the way down. So are these all tools? To here? No. What does this mean? Mr. Hug? Wasn't it Mr. Wayne? So these are all the tools. Everything here should be a tool because, yes. So we call our model, we have our list of tools, and then we initialize and give like the tools to the model, right? Let's see. So we have the read email. Yeah, just get the email and say, Alfred is processing the email from this sender with this subject. That's nice. There's nothing to return, but you save the email in the state so that you can take it with you. Honestly, I've thought about it. That's funny. AI ML influencer. Are you influenced? Or are you like, you know, am I making you lazy? Because I think that's my influence. Because I'm being lazy and I'm like, do I do this? Maybe. I haven't thought about it this way, but I like that. Like some sort of free credit plus discount would be nice for people, right? I will, for some reason, I have a boldness of like, I want to reach out to people. So this is adding to this. I like it. I mean, because like, what is the worst thing you can get? Rejection. Okay. And what is the worst thing I would get if I don't contact them? Nothing. The end state is the same. Even because like, you could get not acknowledged, like just not get an answer. Cool. But if you get a rejection, it means they acknowledge your existence, so they know about you now. And that's how you try and think positively. Because again, like you have the idea of, I'm not gonna get even acknowledged, not even get an answer. طبيعي, normal. Could happen. And then if rejection, then that's somewhat positive. And then if possibility of like conversation with whoever the person you're reaching out to, then that's an exception, sort of win, right? So yeah, thank you for giving me the idea. I will look into it for sure, because I have thought about it. And yes, we have the email in the state. And what we need to do is, I mean, these are not, I'm guessing, not ordered. Alfred uses an LLM to determine if the email is spam or ham. You give the state of the email, but do we know what state we're in? Do we get the state from, like, I don't see any assignment. I just see where, oh, okay, yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, we do have assignment. We get it from up here, and then we give it, prepare our prompt for the LLM. So what we're saying is, you are Alfred the butler. Analyze this email and tell us if it's spam or not. It's from this. This is the subject. This is the body. First, tell us if it's spam. And if it is, tell us why. If it's legitimate, categorize it. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is so cool. Like yesterday, I had a messy list of like comma separated value information where I needed to, no, was it? Anyway, it was just a messy list and I needed to clean it up. I just gave it to an LLM and I was like, I need you to format it this way. And it did in a matter of seconds, versus if I did it myself, which I would use regex and VS Code, but still, like just stuff like this, you can do that, you know? And you can do that at scale. What has the world come to? Things are cool. And yes, the answer might not always be perfect, but spam, not spam is a pretty solved thing, in my opinion. Yep. And you call the LLM, you give it the prompt, which we got. Okay, but this is not exactly the human in the loop yet. That would be Mr. Wayne co-signing it at the end. And then we get a response. For the response, we are checking the word spam or not spam to let us know if it's spam or not. And we just turn everything into lowercase. And then spam reason. I'm surprised at the fact that it did not say in the message, format your output like this, because I have sort of done this as a test, and you say format your output like this because you want to be able to filter or search through the response. And if it's like, even if it's not JSON format, if it's a format that you're like, give me a title and then an explanation, like you say spam status, then that's something you can easily search. But if you search for the word spam and I don't know, it didn't use the word spam, it said spam or not spam, but it said this email is legitimate. How do you know? You don't know. It is unpredictable at times. So if you don't say format the output like this, it doesn't make sense to me. If I think using thank you. I get your point actually. Using LLM to classify spam bothers you because there are like categorization models out there. I don't know if it's a solved problem, but I think there's a lot of manual effort and constant work on both sides, spammer and spammy, to try and push the boundary. That's a really good point. Like there is a front line of like spammy getting ahead of spammed. Wait, no, spammer. I'm thinking about employer and employee to see which one is the correct one. But the person who's doing the spammer, I guess, not scam. But yeah, same. That's actually true. I guess I'm talking about like just normal spam. But yeah, if an LLM is being used to classify spam, then an LLM is being used to create spam. That is very natural. And I guess the part about using an LLM to classify bothering you is a good point, because there are other tools, I'm guessing. It's like using a chainsaw to open a bottle. Like the tool is too big, right? But also, I guess because LLMs are advertised as all-in-one, so it's like, look, you can even do that, but also you can do other stuff with it. You called the model, here are the list of things you could do with it. Feels some sort of that way. I guess the only thing that should bother you is how much resources the person is using, right? Because credit and all of that, and even if it's on your server, then you're pushing your server. I'm thinking as a normal company trying to use this, and not like a big company. And fanciful thought, I wonder if AGI will be achieved through spam and spam prevention as it eventually like using the GAN process, what is it called? Adversarial neural network, to improvement. I mean, can't that be said to other stuff as well? Could be pretty hard. Selective pressure. Feels like some sort of evolution. I feel like this could be said for viruses and antiviruses, that again, using the LLM for stuff that the LLM is being used at both sides, but I feel like the LLM itself is not improving with it, is it? Because the spammer is collecting the data of how to spam harder, and the spammee is collecting data on how to prevent harder. And those two are not being shared, are they? I guess if something is classified as spam, then that could be shared. This is fun. This is so fun. Hypothetical. We get the reason, and then we take the email categories. So look at this, and allow me to be angry again. So we have previously self-defined categories, which again, I have actually used a model for this, where you ask the model to classify a text you give it, multiple lines of text, and the LLM will do two things. It will say, these are the list of possible categorizations, and through that, this is the list, each category for each thing, or please give me how you want it to be classified. So that's one case where you already give it the list of possible categorizations, and you're looking for these in the text. Again, no format. This is not clean. output, you know? And then the new message is that you save the state of what was said. How far are we saving this? And then you return it, and this was categorizing. Classify and categorization, I guess, are similar words. Okay. Next one is the handling of spam. Have we done anything? Oh, you just say this is spam, we're gonna remove it from the email folder, which I guess we didn't, but oh, has been? Well, I doubt it. Okay. Draft response. This is the email. Oh, it's either it has an email category, but if it's not in the list of categories that we defined, it's general. So this is also like taking care of. No. Are we? What the hell was that? I'm out here talking. Thank you. Yeah, please F in the chat, guys. F in the chat. I died and then I am revived. Please tell me that I'm back. Yes, we're sort of back. Yay! Yeah, capital F or even small f. Merci, thank you. It's not good again. But I was saying, and I'll continue saying, where were we? Where did we cut off? That there is this like taking care of the categorization. We're back, we think. Oh, thank you, Coffee. YouTube is not cutting off. It is staying alive. Twitch is actually cutting off and then refreshing. So if anyone wants to go on YouTube, you don't have to. You don't even have to be here. You can just live your life the way you want it. But yes, Twitch does cut off sometimes, but YouTube might not. But honestly, Twitch is fun. I like Twitch. Especially if there are ads, you can just jump ship and use whichever side you like. I was saying this part here, if the email category is not in the list that we provided, then it assumes it's general. But I would sort of want to give it, okay, this is the list I want you to categorize it in, which is here done in the code. I would do it in the prompt and then say, which like you see it categorized into this, but it's not giving it the full list. Give it the full list and then say, if you find a new category, then actually do that. And then have a output format where you can just get that category. And there is no point in saying have multiple categories or not. You can say make sure it's only a single category. Like none of this is being taken care of here. Please tell me my concerns are legitimate. Because as a person who deals with data, you need to try your best to make sure the data is clean before you get it. Especially if you have control over it. And here you sort of do. I mean, yes, again, LLMs are unpredictable, but to a point you could try and format them the way you want it. Anyway, so in the draft response part, you have the email and the category of the email, and then you say, here is that, draft a brief professional response. Oh, that who's Mr. Hug can review and personalize before sending. That's nice. And then you call the LLM with the information and you get the response, and then you update the chat history, and then you return it. The output here is the draft email and then chat history. Notifying Mr. Hug. How do we notify Mr. Hug? Oh, it's just printf. Well, print without the F. Yeah, this is our email. Where's our draft response? Draft response. here it is. Nice. 50 dashes. Cute. And that is all the tools that we have. And honestly, it's pretty cute. But could be better, for sure. Define our routing logic. As in which node to which edge, which and everything. There was that attack recently against Microsoft Copilot that sort of relates to what you are saying. I have not heard about it. Yeah. I feel like my concern is legitimate, and thank you for trying to validate it. What was step 2? I forget. Step 1, define states. Step 2, define nodes. Step 3, routing logic. You guys can see it as well. Step 4, state graph and define edges. Run the application, inspecting our mail sorting agent with LangFuse, visualizing the graph, or only graph. Ooh, thank you for sharing that. Can I ask if you share this in the on the Discord so that I can read it later? Ooh, I'm getting ads. But thank you for sharing that. So, regarding the routing logic, we need a function to determine which path to take after the classification. So first thing is read email though. We define another thing, route email. So these are edges, right? And if it is, see, it's a conditional edge. Oh wow. If it's a spam, just say spam. If not, return legitimate. Okay. How's that routing? Is this routing function is called by LangGraph to determine which edge to follow after the classification node. Okay. So this helps which edge to go to. The return value must match one of the keys in our conditional edge mapping. Cool. It relied only on the victim to tell Copilot to do something like search for a corporate policy, and a sus email would trick the LM to forget all the instructions. And oh yeah, thank you. I mean, no, it's fine even if you share that. It's valid. I mean, it's a good start if I want to read more about it. Step 4, creating state graph and defining edges. Yes, I do want to know where are the edges, because even this was just an if to route it. Now, wait, what is that from? Oh wow, what is that from? It's something I've watched in my childhood, and my brain just, okay. Email graph. So email state. Oh, okay. So this is our state, state graph. These are our nodes, and I'm guessing what. So the start goes to email, read email. After the read email, you class. I really like this. This feels so like logical. You do this and then you do. I love this flow style. Oh my god. Email graph. Add conditional edges. Classify the email. And then route. The route is the conditional edge. I was right. It was an edge. If it's spam, then go to the handle spam function. If it's legitimate, then go to the draft response function. I'm liking this right now. We have other edges. Okay, we're telling what to go where. After you do the, it's either spam or the draft response. It's when you reach the handle spam, next thing is the end. But if you reach draft response, you notify the person. After you notify the person, you reach the end. Nice. And that's our graph. I like this. I really like this because it said this is about like control to on with your flow, and yeah, you control everything as a as a person who wants to control everything. I'm liking this. Notice how we use the special end node provided by end and start and stuff, for terminal states where the workflow completes. Yeah, we did the same for start. Did we not? Did we not? Did we not? We did not? Why did I think we did? Well, we did not. Oh, there it is. We did. Start. Okay. You like initialize with the list of nodes and then you just go from one edge to the other. Fun. Notice how we use, yes, I did. I noticed it twice now. Run the application. Okay, guys, sorry for disappointing you, but I'm not running the application. We're just gonna look at how it works here. And I'm guessing here shows the output. Nope, there is no output. Ooh, pretty. Okay, I guess this is an output maybe. Or a trace. Ooh. Oh, LangFuse. Now I remember what that was. To test, let's test our graph to see. Oh, hey, this is normal. Okay, so we have a legitimate email. We have a spam email. Congratulations. But what if I actually won the lottery? Then is that always spam? As if I'd do something like that. Because the email looks pretty good, and this johnsmith.example, personally, this email would make me think it's spam. And now we are processing emails. So it's just calling it twice. And to look at what happens inside, we're gonna use LangFuse. As Alfred fine-tunes the mail sorting agent, he's growing wary of debugging its runs. Agents by nature are unpredictable, exactly, and difficult to inspect. But since he aims to build an ultimate spam detection agent and deploy it in production, he needs robust traceability for future monitoring and analysis. To do this, Alfred can use a tool called LangFuse, which is used for observability, to trace and monitor the agent. First, you download it, you install it. Second, you install another thing, LangChain itself, because you need it to do LangFuse. Next, we add the LangFuse API keys and host addresses as environment variables. You can get LangFuse credentials here. Cool. Oh wow, you can self-host LangFuse? Nice. I'm gonna tell someone about this blog right away, because I feel like they can make use of it in their processes, especially because they have access to a server where they can put a model in and probably could self-host LangFuse. I don't think I can do that, but I think I know someone who can make a lot of use. Okay, so this is initializing LangFuse with keys and stuff. Then we configure the LangFuse callback handler and instrument the agent by adding LangFuse callback to the invocation of the graph. What is that? Like, this is the give us the output. LangFuse handler. So this is us calling what we called upstairs, running the legitimate email as a test. And LangFuse should answer us here as callback. Nice. So now Alfred is connected. The run from LangGraph are being logged in LangFuse, giving him visibility into the agent's behavior. With this setup, he's ready to revisit previous runs. That's nice. Does Weights and Biases doesn't do this, right? It's a different thing. Refine his mail sorting agent even further, and we get input, we get output. Here it is not spam, and here's the draft. Yeah, what the hell? look at the body of the email. I mean, I didn't read it, but Mr. Wayne, I found your secret identity. I know you're Batman. This is spelled wrong. No denying it. I have proof of that, and I'm coming to find you soon. I'll get my revenge, Joker. And it's like, no, this is not spam. It's cool. It's legitimate. Please answer. I'm curious what the answer would be. Really? I want to see that. You can even have a public link. I want to see what it's... Huh? Oh yeah, it's ham, because it's not spam. I want to see the answer to the email. Where would that be? Drafting response. Should it be here? Dear Mr. Joker. Oh, I love this. Thank you for reaching out. Your message has been received and noted. Mr. Wayne values privacy and security, and any concerns will be addressed with the utmost seriousness. What do you mean? Please rest assured any misunderstandings can be discussed in more. This is so cute. What do you mean any concerns? As in, we will answer you seriously? Or is it like, if you have found a hole in our security, we will address it, thank you? No, that's not how the Joker works. LangGraph allows us to visualize it. Cute. Read email, classify if it's spam, kill it. If it's legitimate, answer it. This produces a visual representation of showing how our nodes are connected and the conditional paths that can be taken. What we did here is take an incoming email, give it to the LLM, handle spam by discarding, and for legitimate emails, create response that notifies Mr. Hug. Who's Mr. Hug again? This determines the power of LangGraph to orchestrate complex workflows with LLMs while maintaining a clear, structured flow. So, what are the takeaways that we learned here? Does anyone remember? Because I'm gonna now read through them. First, state management. This sounds like saying the government management. We defined comprehensive state to track all aspects of email processing. Node implementation. We created functional nodes that interact with an LLM. Conditional routing. We implemented branching logic based on email classification in terminal states. We had a end node. We also had a start state to say it's completed. What's next? In the next section, we'll explore more advanced features of LangGraph, including handling human interaction. Oh, we didn't get the answer from Mr. Wayne. In the workflow, and implementing more complex branching logics based on multiple conditions. Don't you just do a switch state? Document analysis graph. What does that mean? Oh, this is the last blog before the quiz. Okay. Let me take like a 2-minute break, as in I just don't want to read stuff. So maybe chat can distract me, because I feel like taking a break. How's your day going? Yeah. Honestly, I haven't been around in a while, and I'm surprised that people still follow me on Discord, so I'm grateful for that. And even on YouTube. So thank you for, I don't know, I feel like trusting me with your attention. And wait, is the title wrong? No, right? The title is not wrong. Yeah, so I'm thankful that you trust me with your attention and your time and your clicks and all of that. Ooh, thank you. A video. As well as the Fortune article. Thanks. Yes. Also, my goal, today is Friday, my goal for next Thursday, because I guess it's not hidden that it is a holiday, right? Next Thursday is the holiday, and my goal was to do the Anthropic course where hold on, let me open it. Do not drop the coffee on the table because then my laptop will die. Anthropic course? What do I Google? Course. AI fluency? Wait, how many courses do they have? Educational courses? Wait, did you guys know how many courses they had? Because I know I'm not sharing the screen yet, but I will. So the AI fluency course is the one that I am curious about. This one. And it's supposed to be a 3 to 4 hour course, which means like 3 is a good amount of hours for streaming. I feel like 4 would be too much, but I can try. It could be like some sort of it's not a marathon, but like speed run. AI fluency speed run. And because Thursday I don't need to go to work, it means I'll have the same amount of time that I'm having in the morning, which is like, wait, almost like 4 hours. But we should also like take time to think about yapping. So I want to do this on Thursday. My goal is to just create a thumbnail for it and put it on social, so to gauge if people are interested. And apparently there's a thing called Anthropic Academy. Okay, mostly like documentation. But what is this under then? Nothing. Like learn is documentation. But like let's say build with Claude. Let's see where that leads me. Claude 4 API agents. Ooh, MCP code extended. Ooh, RAG. Nice. Chatting, vision. Oh, do they have hackathons? Or is this like for normal stuff? Do they have hackathons? Anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna put this in the chat if anyone else is curious. Here you go. Nope. Here you go. Because I don't think it's going to be technically difficult. It's going to be mostly probably just general stuff. That's what I'm guessing. Yes. Okay. Now. Let's go back to learning. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water, and I mean, not water. I don't have water. I just have coffee. But honestly, in my opinion, my coffee is so watered down. It's 50-50. I like watered down stuff. I don't like people drink espresso and I'm like, how? No, not for me. Document analysis graph. I just realized if I use my hands and arms for this, I have 2 arms that have hands at the end, like for scrolling or because I like showing which part of the blog I'm in, I'm gonna hurt my hand. So I'm gonna not do that continuously. I'm gonna read one part of the page and then I'm gonna go to the next part, so that I don't do that, because I do believe I'm gonna be able to finish this today, but let's not do it at the extent where it will hurt me. Cool. So I apologize. I know it's easier for me when I track where I am, but my hand said, if you continue, I'm not gonna like it. But for now, we're good. So document analysis graph. First paragraph. Alfred, at your service. As Mr. Wayne's trusted butler, I've taken the liberty of documenting how I assist Mr. Wayne with his various documentary needs while he's out attending his nighttime activities. I ensure all his paperwork, training schedule, and nutritional plans are properly analyzed and organized. That's so sweet. Before leaving, he left a note with his week's training program. Then I took the responsibility to come up with a menu for tomorrow's meals. For future such events, let's create a document analysis system. Oh, like documents. Okay, like OCR documents. Using LangGraph to serve Mr. Wayne's needs. The system can process images, document, extract text using vision language models, perform calculations when needed to demonstrate normal tools, analyze content and provide concise summaries, execute specific instructions related to documents. Cool. And now we go down the butler's workflow. This workflow will build follows this structured schema. It's the assistant using a tool, and my face is hidden. We're back. And based on a condition, we finish it. So there's a notebook that you could use, which I shall not be using, and I will this time say because of my hands. I think it's my fault. Wait, can I test something? I have put the tablet, the thing that I use the pen with, Wacom tablet, on the desk, and if I put it on my lap, I feel like it's going to be easier. So I'm gonna try that just a little. Let's see if I can do something about this. Oh no, I can't. Cool. I'm gonna fix this setup later, because the wire is a bit shorter, so I cannot bring it all the way to my closer to my hands. So we set up the environment, call the things that we need to call, and defining the agent state. So for the email, we had states of okay, this is the email, this is the category of the email, whether it's spam or not, and then the chat. But for document analysis, let's see what we want. Okay, so we need the file, and we need the chat history. Is that it? Looks like that's it. this state is a little more complex than the previous one we've seen. Any message is a class from LangChain that defines messages, and add messages is an operator that adds the latest message rather than overwriting it with the latest state. Cool. This is a new concept in LangGraph where you can add operators in your state to define the way they should interact together. Okay. Preparing tools. So for the vision, we're apparently using ChatGPT 4o, and first thing is reading the document to make it computer sort of readable. And try open. Here is the image. We make sure it is encoded as base 64. UTF-8. Decode. Prepare the prompt including So this is our message to the LLM. Type is text. The text is extract all the text from this image, return only the extracted text, no explanation. That's nice. And then you give it as content the image and the URL. And you give it this. That's nice. This is really cool, honestly. And you call it, you invoke it, and you append extracted text to all text, and you return all text. I mean, this all text for now is just that, right? There is no other information in the all text. No. Okay. And that's it. If not, there is an error. Not if not, it's inside exception. Cool. What is this divide? Oh, just the normal math to show that it can do normal math. Master Wayne needs occasional calculations. That's actually cute. So we have two tools. One of them is for extracting text. The other one is for division. And lm.bind tools and parallel tool calls. No, do not call tools parallelly. In parallel. Nodes. We have the assistant. Textual description of the tool is that it extracts text from an image file using multimodal model. And it gets a path of an image and returns the text. Hold up. And then we have this divide. What the hell is this? Oh, this is an explanation of the two functions upstairs. It's okay. So yeah, this is the image. This is the system message that says you can analyze documents and run computations with your tools. You have access to some optional images. Currently the image is that. Cool. And this is okay, so you call the assistant and you're like, read this document for me or divide this for me, like that. React pattern. Allow me to explain the approach in this agent. The agent follows what's known as the React pattern: reason, act, observe. Reason about his document and requests, act by using appropriate tools, and observe the results. Repeat as necessary until fully addressed, like until user is satisfied, sort of. This is reminding me of Baymax. I am satisfied with your care. This is a simple implementation of an agent using LangGraph. Wait, Baymax has tools? Honestly, the creation of Baymax is getting, I can say, easier and easier. Sort of. But I'm not a robotics person, so do not expect anything from me. I'm mostly software. Yeah, somebody build the hardware and I'll look into building the software. Oh, by the way, there's a video where students actually do this. And I think it's missing parts about, I think they do most of the software, but not the hard. I mean, it looks really cute though. I don't know, like it has a camera, it has a voice box. So we have the assistant and the tools. These are all nodes. So we start with the assistant, and based on the assistant, we have a condition tool. Where is the condition part? Is it defined here? And after the tool, you go back to the assistant because you may need to do something else. And that's it. So let's display what this should look like. This is handmade. Okay, let's read this. We define a tools node with our list of tools. The assistant node is just our model with bound tools. We create a graph with assistant and tool nodes. We did that upstairs. We created the graph. Like the whole LangGraph with nodes and edges and all of that. We added a tool condition edge, which routes to and or tools based on whether the assistant calls a tool. This makes sense for like a normal ChatGPT style thing where you talk with the assistant and if needed you call the tool. Yay! Based on soft robots made at Carnegie Mellon University. So I have done like my search on the professor that was the advisor consultant for Baymax. So I know who you are talking about. I've forgotten the name, but he himself looks like a version of Baymax. He's really cute. With like white beard and everything. Baymax. Let's Carnegie Mellon University. Yes, CMU. Yep. They even have this is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's look at this. So these are all old videos, but this is the professor I'm talking about. He's adorable. And yeah. Like there is character design is an actual computer science person. I guess this is the website I'm talking about, where it talks about maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe it is this lab that I'm talking about. Robotics Institute. But again, I have not visited this. God knows how long. Yeah, it's cute. There is that, see, this is the Baymax they almost like have, I can say. It's about flexing muscles with air, right? I think. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like these are manipulators, humanoids. Oh, okay. But yeah. I think, yeah, it's mostly air. Inflatable. It's cute. And we have one new step. We connect the tool back to the assistant as a loop, because after each node execution, the tool condition checks if we want to call a tool or we want to end. And honestly, yeah, you go back. And then the assistant tells you if it's the end of the conversation or not. That's nice. So, the butler in action. Example 1, simple calculations. Here is an example to show how a simple use case of an agent using a tool in LangGraph. So we say divide this number by this number, and then we get an output. And this is what it looks like. Human says this, the tool call is this, the response is that, and this is the final answer. I think it's partially around making robots safe for humans to interact with, not pinching human finger in a high robotic joint. Absolutely. And also, I'm pretty sure you've seen the video with Veritasium about different types of robots that are unconventional, and the inflatable or like openable robots are really good. Like there is, I think it's an inflatable robot where robot arm where like it can lift a lot of stuff. Like let's say during earthquake, you want to take a camera somewhere that has to go through hard terrain and even need to lift some stuff, and maybe the camera is pretty small, I don't know, but like these use cases are really useful. Yeah, or even, I don't know, maybe in water and stuff like that. Same. But that video is pretty interesting about types of robots. Yeah, still there are some there are some very cool stuff that he talks about. I think like I've gone back to that video because I found it really fun. Which I can try and share, because robots, Veritasium. Oh wow, there are 2 videos. So one is from 10 months ago about why robots should not look like humans, and then the other one is about the MIT insect robots, which are so cool. Honestly, both of those videos I highly recommend. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna paste both in the chat. This is about how non-human style robots, and then this is about the insect robot, which is also really, really cool. Yep. Okay, so now we're analyzing the documents. So we give it the image. Where's the image? Oh, it's just the title? Okay. With the human message. This is our human message. You put it here in your file and you call the assistant. So this is what the human said. We extract info from the image. Extract text with training schedule and menu detail. And this is what it looks like. Grass-fed local steak. Okay. Organic spinach. This sort of pepper and potatoes and fish oil. All of this? Cool. Ensure the steak is grass-fed. And the other stuff is organic. Cool. Really? I'm not sure. I have seen different controversies with Veritasium. So I don't think I knew about this one. And the key takeaways. Should you wish to create your own document analysis butler, here are key considerations. Have a specific clear tools, specific document related tasks. Create a robust state tracker. Honestly, I think this state was not, it was really flexible, especially with the going back to the assistant and like having a list of tools. I feel like that would be really fun, to create something like a house robot assistant, not robot, where you're like, turn on the porch lights, or turn on a coffee machine. I mean, you need to have Internet of Things, but I don't, and I don't think I will ever, but you know, as a test, like all of these can be tools you have connected. Turn on the AC, turn on the fan, like even you could do like the night routine or the morning routine, where the morning routine is that it turns on a lot of lights and coffee machine and whatever, and then night routine would be like turning down the lights and even, I don't know, turning off the Wi-Fi and stuff. Error handling, maintaining contextual awareness of previous interactions. With these principles, you can provide exemplary document analysis service worthy of the Wayne Manor. I trust this explanation has been satisfactory. Now, if you excuse me, Master Wayne's cape requires pressing for tonight's activities. Oh my god, he even presses his cape. Quiz time. From 2017. Okay. Real moral dilemma of self-driving cars. At the time, I took it less critically. I guess by then we didn't have as much information, especially with the recent, like, driving through the wall stuff. But yeah, I've seen a lot of tech tests where it doesn't stop for stuff. I mean, depends on the type of car, but you know. Okay, so this is a optional quiz as far as I know. Yeah, optional and not graded. Who's ready to take this quiz with me? Because here are the ground rules for this quiz. If you read the word only, you know it's not the answer. If you read, I've forgotten the other stuff. What else is there? Like, it's very apparent. We'll see. So, what is the primary purpose of LangChain? Which is best describes what LangChain is for? A framework to build control flows for applications containing LLMs. Control flow. A library that provides interfaces to interact with different LLM models. An agent library for tool calling. I personally would choose number 1, but I feel like 2 and 3 would not be false. What the? Honestly, this, I mean, what do I know? But this can be true in the future, not right now. A lot of people die on the road, and then this can be prevented. But honestly, I still think that having good transportation is needed before we jump to like buses and trains. Like, that is enough. Not every person needs to have a car, says the person who bought a car recently. That's me. Anyway, I'm gonna submit only this one, but if these two are also true, then that's possible. Bismillah. Yay, we got it. Okay. In the context of the control versus freedom trade-off, LangChain is totally control. Maximize freedom, nope. Provides strong control, yes. What role does state play in graph? State is message that passes around between latest generation from the LM. I mean, yeah, but no. Only used to track errors, nope. Represents the information that flows, true. Is only relevant. I mean, you see the only, you just jump. What is a conditional edge in LangGraph? Conditional edge. An edge that determines which node to execute based on evaluating a condition. I mean, yeah. An edge is only followed. Nope. An edge that requires user confirmation. Depends. I'm gonna say no. Yes. No. I'm fine. Okay. Does LangGraph help address the hallucination problem in LLMs? Does it? I guess having a strong hold on stuff eliminates hallucinations entirely. I mean, obviously not. By limiting LLM response, I feel like entirely would be too sure. Provides structured workflows that can validate and verify. Yeah, I feel like it has no effect on hallucination, but also having the workflows helps. So somewhere between those two. I'm gonna say having a workflow is good, because we're talking about how good LangGraph is, but normally it has no effect on hallucination. Help. Oh, okay. See? Workflow. Congratulations on completing the quiz. If you miss any questions, I did not. I got them all right for once. Conclusion. Can you believe I finished this in one stream? I cannot. I'm so happy. Conclusion. GG. Yes, GG. And where are my what is the thing? My fireworks? No, but like the thing on YouTube. Give me some, please. While I read the conclusions. I'm looking at it. Ooh, I got it. It is here. Woohoo! Thank you. Yay! Ooh, 100%. Wow. Okay. Thank you. That's cute. And laughing. Who's laughing at me? Thank you for the cute emojis. Okay. Yep. I think I got all of them. I got, right? Yep. No, I didn't get the eyes weirded out one. I don't mind it. Conclusion. Congratulations on finishing the LangGraph module on the second unit. We are in the second unit, people. And now that we've mastered the fundamentals of building structured workflows with LangGraph, which you will be able to send to production. Honestly, I feel like LangGraph was the easiest to understand for me. I mean, yes, small agents is like created in a way where it's less complex, and Llama Index felt the tool part not that hard, but like this, the process flow, I love it. I feel like it's talking to me. Because the other ones where you expect the model to know what to do, but here you tell it what to do. I guess the other one is like most of the time it's just calling one tool, right? Yeah, this module is just the beginning of the journey with LangGraph. For more advanced topics, we recommend these ones. Yeah, building something yourself. I feel like I could. In the next unit, you will now explore real use cases. It's time to leave theory to get into real action. We would greatly appreciate your thoughts. Thank you. Keep learning. Stay awesome. Good madame. Merci. I did it. I actually did it. Oh, why is everybody wearing the same thing, same hairstyle, and same dress? What is happening? This feels creepy now. It was cute a minute ago, and now it's creepy. And just like that, we did it. And it, honestly, I feel like it's been exactly an hour and a half when I said I have an hour and a half. So I am proud of that. Do you think it's possible to finish this by the end of the month? Good question. So, inshallah, tomorrow we have this. We have unit 3 and 4. Should we look at how many things they have? Because is the deadline end of the month? Isn't it sometime in July? Also, there is the bonus ones. I feel like I want to take the bonus ones because, like, while I'm here, why not do the whole thing? And this is bonus 2, meaning we just finished 2, so we should do bonus 2. when is the exact date of finish this or else? Let me go back to the welcome. It should be here, right? July 1st. No, I don't know. I don't know. Technically July. Technically. Can we finish this in July? Because wait. Next week is not, so I have like 3 more days. Today was 1, so I mean, including today, that would be 4. Yeah, absolutely worth thinking about. So what you're telling me is that don't use Thursday on Anthropic, try and finish this and then jump somewhere else. That's a good point. Honestly, it feels doable. Okay, wait. Let's try. Because the way, like, this is a short one. This is a normally length one. This is also normally sized. But let's see. Again, when there are code, there is... Aha! Ooh, that's nice. It's written in 3, whichever library you want to choose. That's actually really cute. Okay, the way I see it, the RAG one can be done in 1 day. For this one, final unit, cute. We could do the bonus ones later. You know what? So, if I finish... Huh? That's it? Oh wait, no, you're supposed to finish this project, which I could do this. Ooh, cute. People who get 100 points? Wait, okay. Ooh, we have a data set. I feel like, not that I feel like, I know, like, I shouldn't. What I could do is create a project, and then after I submit it, and then like July 1st is gone by, I can make a video about it, maybe something like that. We don't have much left. I mean, the project part requires time. I could obviously use like, I'm not an angel, I use AI for coding. But yeah, honestly, that looks very doable, especially if I finish the RAG one tomorrow. Then I feel like I don't need to even take Thursday, because next Friday and Saturday are still not July. We have... How much time do you have? Next Friday is 27th, and then Saturday is 28th. So I still have... Thank you for the reminder. I feel like it's doable. I feel like I don't know how long it will take me to create a type of project that should make sense, and I've already chosen I'm using LangGraph. I don't know why. Today I fell in love. We shall see. We shall see if we want to do the bonus ones. But yes, that is that. And now I'm thinking, we have tomorrow. We obviously have the free code camp days, which I'm not doing it. Like, I love that. I was watching a video about it, saying how sometimes going back to the basics, or like just going back to a level where, like for me, this agents course is sort of difficult. Yeah, because like it's where the edge of my knowledge is. But like when I'm going to the free code camp one, I feel like it's both comfortable, but like I'm learning new things. So I like that. So going back a step and just retaking information that you have learned is cool. Also regarding reading about the final project, I'm gonna at least go through it together, maybe even ideate. but the actual finishing, I should do that by myself. So that I can get the certificate. And I'm out here thinking, okay, do I win the certificate as myself, the human, or do I win the certificate as CL, the VTuber? Which one is more useful? Both. Definitely both. And if I don't win it, then that's normal. It can happen, but we shall make that our objective, our goal. Yes. So, anyone else planning on doing this? Maybe as yourself uncensored with CL when you shared. Good thinking. Wouldn't the project be public? So like if I share it, like if I talk about it, people except VTubers like to cover their real name. I think I'd be fine if it was, because I don't know. What if I do 2 projects? I don't know. Cool. But is anyone planning on submitting something for this? Because, like, some of you guys in the chat, you can tell them what name you put on the certificate, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. That was the case. Okay. Alright. If the certificate does not mention the project, then that would be great. Then there's no link between me and the project. Cool. Still considering trying, but that's also why the deadline has been on my mind. Cool. Other people in the chat, you guys, some of you have been here for a while. Tell me if you are planning on trying, because we could do a call on Discord and try and like give each other ideas on what to do. Because I have been thinking about doing some sort of call on Discord. So that's a good reason to do that. Ask on the Discord. Exactly. That is a good place to ask. But yeah. So I'm like, my brain is like, I need to do this next, and then this next, and then this next, and I didn't note down anything. So I should do that. Well, I guess that's it for today. I am happy with how things went and with the things we learned, and I think it was really cool. What is happening? Okay. I am trying to do something cool. But I like the idea of skipping on the project. Isn't that the only way you get the certificate? Skipping to the project. Oh, I thought you said on the project. Why the hell not? Skip to it. If you can solve it, then do that. Because I didn't go over it because it is a project. I didn't go over what is the requirements. Like everybody gets the same data, the way I see it. Yeah, we can start discussing the project sooner, and then the learning can help us. Because the only thing that's left is the RAG one, agents retrieval augmented generation. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Thank you for today. Thank you for your patience and for all of the cuts that happened. I apologize. I am not the reason it happens, but it can happen sometimes. And you know what? I am grateful we still have access to the internet. Yes. Because people were like, I mean, we could lose electricity and all of that. So there is that. We are happy. Thank you for being here. I wish you a lovely rest of your day or night. And I'll be back tomorrow, inshallah, same time, to continue this course. So it would be lovely to see you. If not, there are VODs you could watch. I don't recommend them, but you could. Thank you, Momo. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate the fact that you guys give me your time. I really hope that I'm not wasting your time and that we could learn stuff together, familiarize ourselves with the concept, and maybe use it. Yeah, I truly appreciate the support. I do. If anyone who's new here would like to stick around, there are buttons you can press. But if not, that is totally cool, because the internet is so big. And we're out here doing, I call this slow learning, where you're like, this is just how a human learns. I mean, I should go, but like, it's not a 10-minute video about how I created a project. It's a 2-hour stream about me learning stuff, you know? So yeah, thank you for being here, and see you next time. Okay, I'm going to go to the end screen, and thank you. Bye-bye.